Hey guys, it's your friend Kayla here again. Welcome back to another episode of Happiness and Money Mindset. Today, I'm going to be sharing an important nugget of the human lifestyle, and that, drumroll please, is what we all know as self-confidence. Self-confidence is such a broad topic that a brief 15-minute talk won't exhaust, and frankly, I'm not going to try. I'll only be focusing on the top 10 tips you need to improve your self-confidence within a month's time, at least. These are the tips that have personally helped me boost my self-confidence. Today, I'll implore you to get writing material and your pen ready. And for people like me who love taking advantage of the current technology, feel free to pause this video whenever you get to an important point, just to jot it down in your digital notebook. Are we ready for this? Then let's get to it. Tip number 1, be kind to yourself. You're always making mistakes and you're never perfect, but that doesn't mean you can't recognize when you've done something well. Commend yourself when you wake up early or when you manage not to get tempted by chocolate from the grocery store. Anything really. Just make yourself feel great once in a while. When you treat yourself well, it makes everything in life easier, especially when it comes to working on your flaws. Tip number 2, get things done. Confidence is built on accomplishment. If you achieve small and big goals, you're going to feel much better about yourself. Are you worrying about that little lady called procrastination? Well, you've got to start somewhere. It begins with your day-to-day goals. What do you need to accomplish today and every day this week or 3 days this week to help meet your goal? If you accomplish the goals you set for every day, chances are you'll begin meeting weekly and monthly goals, which brings you in range of your biannual and annual goals. Keep in mind that progress is incremental, and big changes don't happen overnight. You're going to feel like you can take on a big project and set an ambitious goal because you believe you can meet it. Set a goal for yourself and go for it. But please start with little goals. That's sure to be of greater help. Tip number 3, embrace your uniqueness. You might not be like anyone else out there, but that's okay. It's what makes you you. And if people don't understand how awesome that is, that sounds like a them problem. There are plenty of people who do appreciate uniqueness in others. What do you love to do in your spare time? Is it to get outside, hike, kayak, and enjoy the outdoors? Or do you live for lying on your couch and watching all the excellent television there is available? Whatever it is you love, create space for it because life is short. You need time to enrich your life and recharge to be your best self. Tip number 4, do the right thing. Most confident people live by a value system and make their decisions based on that value system, even when it's hard and not necessarily in their best interest, but in the interest of the greater good. Your actions and your decisions define your character. Ask yourself what the best version of yourself that you aspire to be would do, and do it. Even when it's really hard and it's the last thing you want to do, and it means a short-term sacrifice on your part, in the long run, you're going to like yourself more and be prouder of who you are. When you're sure you're doing the right thing, even if it only seems right by your own code, you're automatically strengthened. Let's take your name, for example. Can someone else convince you that the name you've answered to up until now and you're still answering to isn't really your name? How crazy does that sound? That's the way it is. If you believe something with all your heart, it'll be so much easier to stand up for it, even when the odds are stacked against you. Are you enjoying yourself? Kindly drop your favorite emoji in the comment section if you're still following. Good. I knew we'd get along well. Let's keep going. Tip number 5, shut down negative thoughts. According to Robert H. Schuller, it takes but one positive thought when given a chance to survive and thrive to overpower an entire army of negative thoughts. Was that clear enough? It's about time you said goodbye to the negative voices in your head. Whenever you have a negative thought about yourself, your job, your career, you push yourself down a little bit more. You need to stop listening to the negativity and start replacing those negative thoughts with positive ones. Instead of saying you can't do this or that, tell yourself you can, and sooner or later, you'll start believing it. Negativity only leads to more negativity. It demotivates you to be your best or do any good. So next time you get a negative thought, quickly replace it with a positive one. And then, when you've had that positive thought, turn it into action. Of course, it won't be easy. Nothing worthwhile is. but you just think of it as something that you have to do. If you can't succeed in doing that, then it'll be hard to actually achieve anything. If you're still finding difficulties with this, go more conventional. Listen to podcasts that basically insist on how you can do it. Read more books. Surround yourself with people who push you up and push you towards what you want in life, not people that make you feel bad about yourself. Your environment, family, and friends can make all the difference in how you feel about yourself. They are the main pillar in encouraging you to believe in yourself. So it's time to clean your contacts list. Pull out the bad weeds that negatively take you down and make you feel bad. If you can do this for 1, 2, 3 weeks, trust me, you'll see a massive difference. If you're loving these tips so far and you love absorbing free content, don't forget to download my ebook, Improve Your Mental, link below. And that brings us to the next tip. Give yourself credit where credit is due. And a surefire way to do this is to monitor your progress. Whether you're trying to get promoted, get a better job, get into graduate school, change careers, eat healthier, or lose 10 pounds, the best way to know if you're making progress is to monitor it. Try to quantify your accomplishments. Look at where you are today. Compare yourself to how you actually desire to be and note the differences. Then deliberately act on the above steps for 2 days and go back to that record. Are you better than you were? Is the graph rising? Do you feel better about yourself? Sometimes the graph will be stagnant and just move at one spot. Sometimes it'll move rapidly. Other times it'll be slower than a snail, but just keep at it. Consistency is the key to every success in life, both quantitatively and qualitatively. Tip number 7. Do you have any questions so far? Kindly note them down in the comments section so I can answer them later. This is a family and I'd love it if we could grow together. That said, is there something you'd love to add so far? Here's a chance to do so. Let's all feel free to express our opinions here. This is a place of empowerment. What do you feel number 7 should be? Take a minute to type it below. I'll also be posting a link to an ebook that'll be of help on the same issue. It's titled Growing Your Self-Confidence, and the link will be in the description below. Don't just depend on these little tips. Take it from someone who's been where you are. The journey is so much easier when it feels like you aren't alone, and that's what books are for. Quickly get yours before it's exhausted. Don't miss this opportunity. My next tip for you is do something risky once a week. You might be wondering if I actually use these tips. Yes, I did, and I still am. Otherwise, there's absolutely no way I'll be adding this tip, knowing that the likelihood of someone blaming his bad decision on me is high. So don't get me wrong, taking risks doesn't necessarily mean going bungee jumping or mountain climbing. You've got to be aware that you can't stay safe in your bubble forever. You need to put yourself out there to both get rejected and accepted. You need to accustom yourself to rejection, whether it's from your crush, an investor, or a friend. The fear of failing or being rejected will always be in the way, so you need to overcome it by training yourself to accept rejection. Take it from me, even rejection gets easier after a while. It toughens your hide too, and makes worse things feel like child's play. We're fast approaching the end. I hope you've gotten something so far. The number 9 hack is to be grateful and helpful. Willie Nelson and I have the same testimony. When we started counting our blessings, our whole lives turned around. Doing good for others will make us feel good about ourselves. The smallest gestures, like a smile, can make all the difference with someone. Try to always have an active role in volunteering or helping charities during the holidays. Being able to make a difference with someone will satisfy you inside and improve your self-image. Seeing all the change that you can do and all those who need your help will make you more grateful for the people and the things in your life. Having an impact on someone else's life will give you a big dose of confidence. You made that happen. And lastly, exercise and get yourself a makeover. In this point, we're going to put forward the opposite idea of change happens from the inside out. This doesn't mean you have to get an actual makeover or dress in pricey clothes. But even the simplest change in our image can make us feel good about ourselves. For example, try a new hairdo, get a haircut, shave this morning, or even wear that t-shirt that you think you look good in. Making little tweaks to your self-image will make you feel good on the inside too. And yes, Sometimes how you look on the outside matters. Also, take your exercise regimen seriously. Doesn't have to be something serious, but something worth knowing is that besides benefiting your health in general, exercising helps memory retention, improves focus, helps manage stress, and prevents depression. It's harder to be anxious when there's no excess energy to draw upon, and outside of being difficult and uncomfortable at times, exercise improves every aspect of your life. So stay active and create time to take care of yourself. And that brings us to the end of another episode. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Like this video if you learned something, and if you haven't, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn on the post notification bell so you know when I post another video. And don't forget, you have access to my free ebook, Improve Your Mental. Download it free at the link below. You can also check out my introduction video to know the types of content to expect on my channel. As I mentioned earlier, the link to the ebook will be available in the description below. Don't forget to check it out. Let me know your thoughts on today. If there's any question or some other topic you'd like me to talk about next, let me know in the comment section. And that's all for today. Bye for now. We meet in the next video.